Let's discuss the questions number 1. The questions number 1 is follow. What is an advantage of unified approach of the Palo Alto Networks Secure Access Service Edge or SASE platform over the use of multiple point products?
Discuss the questions number 2. The questions number 2 is follow. What are 3 ways the Secure Access Service Edge or SASE model can help an organization? Choose 3. Let's discuss the questions number 3. The questions number 3 is follow. What is a differentiator between the Palo Alto Networks Secure Access Service Edge or SASE solutions and competitor solutions?
Let's discuss the questions number 4. The questions number 4 is follow. What are 2 benefits of installing hardware file-to-wire port pairs on instant-on networks or ION devices? Choose 2. The question number 5 is follow. Which 2 statements apply to features of aggregate bandwidth allocation in a Prisma access for remote networks? Choose 2. Welcome everyone, PSE-SASE Professional. The PSE-SASE Professional is the certification from Palo Alto Networks that validates your technical knowledge of the SASE solution from Palo Alto.
Before we start, let me introduce you about the 591 Lab. 591lab.com is the top IT training and certification exam brand in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Singapore. Our mission at 591 Lab is to provide our clients with exceptional exam preparation experience for certification in Cisco, Huawei, Aruba, Juniper, Palo Alto, and Fortinet exam tracks. If you have any queries or questions about how to advance your technology career, please don't hesitate to contact us at 591lab.com.
Today, we will be covering below topics: Domain 1, Business Value; Domain 2, Competitive Differentiators; Domain 3, Architecture and Planning; Domain 4, Demonstration and Evaluations; and Domain 5, Network Security Best Practice. Let's discuss the questions number 1. The questions number 1 is follow. What is an advantage of unified approach of the Palo Alto Networks Secure Access Service Edge or SASE platform over the use of multiple point products? The options are follow. A. It allows for automation of ticketing tasks and management of tickets without pivoting between various consoles. Or B. It scans all traffic, ports, and protocols and automatically discovers new apps. Or C. It turns threat intelligence and external attack surface data into an intelligent data foundation to dramatically accelerate threat response. Or D. It reduces network and security complexity while increasing organization agility. The SASE solutions in general is follow. We can use the SASE solution to provide the security as a service that we can enable the SASE to manage the GTNA 2.0, Cloud Secure Web Gateway, Connection Access Broker, and the Firewall as a service. And also SASE solution provides the network as a service using the Prisma SD1 from Palo Alto Networks. And we can use the user experience, that is Autonomous Digital Experience Management, to monitor and view the user experience accessing the SASE environment or the resource that user want to access. From this point of view, we can see that one solution, that is Prisma SASE, can enable multiple use cases. That using this one solution, it will reduce network and security complexity to our environment. Then the answer for this question is D. It reduces network and security complexity while increasing organization agility.
Let's discuss the questions number 2. The questions number 2 is follow. What are 3 ways the Secure Access Service Edge or SASE model can help an organization? Choose 3. The options are follow: A. Cost savings, B. Data protection, C. Increase licensing requirements, D. Increase performance, or E. Decrease resilience on the best practice. To answer these questions, let me show you.
Here we have the architecture of the Prisma access. From the Prisma access, we can connect the hybrid workers into the Prisma access environment. On the Prisma access environment, the traffic will be always verified using the user ID or even the application ID and the device ID. And also the traffic will always be inspected by the security services of Palo Alto, that is advanced URL, advanced threat prevention, security, DLP, wildfire, and DNS security. Once the traffic has passed the security inspection, then the user can access the resource behind the Prisma access that is located on the on-premise or even on the internet. This one solution that have the capability to always verification action using one SASE solution, of course, will have the impact on the cost that we can savings, and we can always protect all the data because the inspection that Prisma access do, and even increase the performance of the user access to the resources because there is no bandwidth constraints on the Prisma access solution that access it from the hybrid workers. Then the answer for the questions number 2 is follow: A. Cost saving, B. Data protection, and D. Increase performance.
Let's discuss the questions number 3. The questions number 3 is follow: what is a differentiator between the Palo Alto Networks Secure Access Service Edge or SASE solutions and competitor solutions? The options are follow: A. Path analysis, or B. Playbook, or C. Ticketing systems, or D. Inspections. To answer the questions, let me show you in the next diagram.
Here we have the diagram that combine the Prisma SD1 solution and the Prisma access to build the SASE solution. The Prisma SD1, we can use the Ion appliance that we can deploy on the range of remote site, and the Prisma access will enable our solution to connect it or to inspect all traffic from the remote site to the internet or SaaS application. The Ion solution, the one component of the SASE, can be used to define path selection. The path selection is automatically analyze the best path available from the remote. Then the capability of the SASE solution is A. We have the path analysis capability from Prisma SD1 that integrate with the Prisma access, and combined we get the SASE solution. Let's discuss the questions number 4. The questions number 4 is follow: what are 2 benefits of installing hardware file to wire port pairs on instant on networks or Ion devices? Choose 2. The options are follow: A. Local area networks or LAN dynamic host configuration protocol or DHCP and DHCP relay functionality, or B. Control mode injection without modification of existing network configuration, or C. Network controller communication and monitoring, or D. Ensure automatic failover when ION devices experience software or network related failure. To answer this question, let me show you which fail to wire ports on ION's devices. Here we have pictures from ION 2000. The ION 2000 basically have one pair of fail to wire ports. The fail to wire port is configured as follows. One port connected to the internet. The other port will be connected into the second ION device, and the second ION devices will connected to the MPLS link, and the second port of the fail to wire will be connected to the ION devices, first one ION device. The left side is the active ION and the right side is the backup ION. So the connection will follow. The internet will connect from the active ION, and the MPLS will get the active ION into the backup ION using the fail to wire that is connected to the MPLS link. Once the failover happens, the Prisma SD1 ION 2000, the active one, became down or shut down because of the power loss or the device is broken. The ports relay is closed and the internet link is still off. Because we have the internet link using the fail to wire mode, then even the device is down or shut down, the link of this page will still active to maintain the traffic from the second iOS device. That is the advantage of the fail to wire that provided by the ION devices. Then the answer of the questions number 4 is follow. B and D. B is control mode insertion without modification of existing network configuration. And D, ensure automatic failover when ION device experience software or network related failure. Let's discuss the questions number 5. The question number 5 is follow. Which two statements apply to features of aggregate bandwidth allocation in a Prisma access for remote networks? Choose 2. The options are follow. A. Administrator can allocate up to 120% of the total bandwidth per case for aggregate locations to support traffic peaks. Or B. Administrator must assign a minimum of 50 megabytes to any compute location that will support remote networks. Or C. Administrator is not required to allocate all forecast bandwidth to compute location for configuration to be valid. Or D. Bandwidth that allocate to compute location is statically and evenly distributed across remote networks in that location. To answer this question, let me show you in the next slide. Here, I have a capture from configuration of the bandwidth allocation for remote networks. The above is the remote networks bandwidth that we have allocated to each of the compute location. Each compute location we assign with the 50 megabit per second bandwidth, and this is the minimum bandwidth that needs to be allocated for each compute location. Then the second capture, we have the total bandwidth that we can allocate is 5000, and we still only allocate 200 into 2 locations. This configuration is also valid because we do not need to allocate all the bandwidth that we have to the compute location. Then the answer for the questions number 5 is follow. B and C. B is administrator must assign a minimum of 50 megabit per second to any compute location that will support remote networks. And C administrator is not required to allocate all forecasted bandwidth to compute location for configuration to be. Let's discuss the questions number 6. The questions number 6 is follow. Which two services are provided by Prisma Access Insight? Choose 2. The options are follow. A. Summary overview screen of the health and performance of an organization's entire Prisma Access environment. Or B. Configuration of the on-premise firewalls located behind the service connection terminations. Or C. Detection of hard-to-find security issues via AI-based innovations to normalize, analyze, and stitch together enterprise data. Or D. Multiple dashboards for focused views of different deployments, the corresponding alerts, and the health status of the infrastructure. To answer this question, let me show you the capability of Prisma Access Insight. Prisma Access Insight have the multiple dashboard that we can use. The first one is the summary. The summary will have the capability to monitor and the health and performance of our Prisma Access environment, and the other dashboard will have the capability to focus on its alert and also the health status of its configuration. Then the answer for the questions number 6 is follow. A. Summary of overview screen of the health and performance of an organization's entire Prisma Access environment. And B. Multiple dashboards for focused view of different deployment, the corresponding alerts, and the health status of the infrastructure. Let's go to the questions number 7. Questions number 7 is follow. Which connection method allows secure web gateway or SWG access to internet-based SaaS applications using HTTP or HTTPS protocols? The options are follow. A. Global Protocol. Or B. Broker VM. Or C. Explicit Proxy. Or D. System-wide Proxy. To answer this question, let me show you in the next slide. As previously mentioned, the capability of the SASE solution for security as a service, we have the Cloud Secure Web Gateway or the Cloud SWG. The Cloud SWG is basically the ability of the SASE solution to provide an explicit proxy. An explicit proxy can be configured for user without the need to install agent or client agent to the endpoint or to the laptop, and the user still will be configured to direct the traffic into the Prisma SASE solution. Here is the explicit proxy configuration. We have allocated 100 users to explicit proxy, and the security policy also will be specific for the explicit proxy. This is enable the secure access with gateway to the internet-based SaaS solution using HTTP and the HTTPS protocol. Then the answer for the questions number 7 is C, explicit proxy. Let's go to the questions number 8. The questions number 8 is follow. What can prevent users from unknowingly downloading potentially malicious file types from the internet? The options are follow. A. Apply a file blocking profile to security policy rules that allow general web access. Or B. Apply a zone protection profile to the untrust zone. Or C. Assign an antivirus profile to security policy rules that deny general web access. Or D. Assign a vulnerability profile to security policy rules that deny general web access. To answer this question, let me show you security profile and the security policy on the Prisma Access solution of Prisma SASE. Here we have the security policy rules to allow access into the web access. This security policy will have the profile group, which is the profile group best practice. On the best practice profile group, we have the file blocking attached. The file blocking attached will be inspects the file that transfers via the Prisma Access or Prisma SASE solution. One of the requirements to inspect the traffic is to keep the action of the security policy to be low. Once the security policy is low, the traffic will be inspected by profile group that we have the file blocking attached. Then the answer for the questions number 8 is A. Apply a file blocking profile to security policy rules that allow general web access. That concludes our training for today. I hope you found this overview of PSE-SASE Professional Exam topic helpful. Be sure to check out 591lab.com for more online course, practice exams, and training materials to continue your certification preparations. You can also visit www.591search.com to learn more about our full suite of services. And thank you for joining today's class, and I wish you the best of luck on your certification journey. See you next time.